Alright, here I want to show you how to solve this question, which happens to be a GCE question of the year 2020. But before I begin to explain what we have to do about the question, subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you can learn more and get notification whenever I upload a new video. And then don't forget to share this video and other videos that I've produced with your friends who are technical drawing students, and also like the channel and then make sure you are sharing the video as I said. Alright, let's look at the question, and for us to know what we have to do, as we have here that figure 1 shows two incomplete views of intersecting square prisms P and Q of sides 30 and 20 respectively. Then here we have that using a scale of 2:1, Roman figure 1, copy the given views, Roman figure 2, complete the two views, and Roman figure 3 says that develop part Q using XX as the same, and the question carries 10 marks. Alright, so this is the diagram, and we are told that it is incomplete. Actually, it is incomplete. So we need to complete it as said in the question. We draw the given views, complete the two views, and then we produce the development part of the prism X as we can, or Q as we can see here. Now, we are given a scale to use, a scale of 2:1, but for me, I'm not going to make use of the scale. If it is exam, please make use of the scale. Make use of the scale. So a scale of 2:1 is given to us. What you just need to do is to multiply this 50 by 2, multiply this 8 by 2, multiply this 35 by 2, then you multiply 30 by 2, you multiply 20 by 2. But for me here, I'm not using the scale. But for you, if you come across a question like this in exam, please make use of the scale. If you don't use the scale, you'll be penalized for that. You'll be penalized for that. So please pay attention to what I said. When you are given a scale, make use of the scale. But for me here, I'm not using the scale. But if I'm doing it in exam, I will also make use of the scale. So you too should use the scale if you come across a question that talks about a scale. Thank you. Now, let's go to the solution of this problem. So the first thing that you need to do is to draw a vertical line. So draw a vertical center line like this. And then you draw the horizontal center line. Alright, so we need to draw the plan of the vertical cylinder. That is the plan of this, sorry, it's not a cylinder, a prism, vertical prism. So the plan of this prism, which is this square that we have here. Now, when you have a square like this, how do you produce this kind of a square? You may have another method, but the method I usually use is that I will calculate the diagonal of this square. I will calculate the diagonal of this square, then I will divide the diagonal by 2. So whatever I get, I will use that value to get a point on this line. What I'm saying is this. We are told that for this square, the length of side is 30. Then you square 30, that will give us 900. Then we also have another 30. That means we are making use of Pythagoras theorem. So by the time I find the square of 1800, that will give me approximately 43 millimeters. 43 millimeters. So I will now take a measurement of half of 43 by divide 43 by 2. That will give me 21.5. That is 21.5 millimeters. So I will take a measurement of 21.5 millimeters on my ruler like this. Then I will put the pinpoint of the compass here. So I make an arc here, then make an arc here. So make an arc here, then I make an arc here. So there is it. So having made these arcs, I need to extend this line. Okay, so having made these arcs, so the next thing I'm going to do is that I will join this point together, then I will join this point together. Then you join this point together with this. So join this point together with this. Alright, if you take a measurement of length of side, it will give you 30. So this is 30 millimeters. This is 30 millimeters. As simple as that. Alright, the next thing we are going to do is that we are going to draw a vertical line from each of these points, vertical lines from each of these points. So draw a vertical line here. Here also draw a vertical line. So on these two alone. Then take your T-square, move it up a little bit. Then draw your horizontal line like this. So after drawing this horizontal line, so we are told that the height is 50 millimeters. When you are making use of the scale, that your own will be 100, because you have to multiply this 50 by 2, so that your own will be 100. But here I said I'm not making use of the scale, I'm making use of the normal dimensions that I'm giving here. But you should multiply it by 2. You should multiply each dimension by 2 except this angle. Except this angle. Alright, so the next thing that I'm going to do is to take a measurement of 50 millimeters. Take a measurement of 50 millimeters. So there is it, 50 millimeters. Then I will draw the horizontal line. And here also, I need to make this thick. To make this a thick line. Then I need to make this one a thick line. Alright, so after doing this, so the next thing that we are going to do is that we are told that from here to here is 8 millimeters. The distance of this line from the bottom of this prism is 8 millimeters. And then from here to here is 35. Then this angle is 30. But before that, what we need to do is to take 8 millimeters first. So take a measurement of 8 millimeters. So this is 8 millimeters. So that's 8 millimeters. So the line is inclined at an angle 30 degrees. So we are going to take our set square and draw a line at an angle 30 degrees. Now on this line that you have here, then just move away, leave enough space. Maybe I still need to extend this line a little bit like this. So just move away and draw a perpendicular line to this line with 60 degrees side. This line is inclined at an angle 30. So this line now, for this line to be perpendicular to it, you have to make use of 60 degrees set square. So having done that, so the next thing that you are going to do is that this also has a square end. This prism has a square end, and the square end is of side 20 millimeters. So if you calculate the diagonal of that square, it will give you 28 millimeters. So divide 28 by 2, that will be 14 millimeters. So take a measurement of 14 millimeters on your ruler with your compass. Here is it, 14 millimeters on your ruler with your compass. So take 14 millimeters. So after taking 14 millimeters, so put it at this point and make an arc here. Make an arc here, then you put at this point, so you make an arc here. So make an arc here. Now, having made the arc, so you take your 30-degree set square, and draw a center line. So draw a center line like this. Okay, then come here. So you draw a line. So draw a line like this. Alright, so the next thing is on this center line. So with that 14 millimeters, put at this point. So make an arc here, and then you make an arc here. Alright, so after that, so you join this together. Join this point together. So join this point with this. So you join this point with this. Then you join this point together, and then these points, join them together. Alright, so having done this, the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to divide. Let me number this. So let's call this is 0. Let me call this 0. So we are going to divide the distance from here to here. We are going to divide it into a number of equal parts. So let's divide it into 4 equal parts. So what I need to do is to extend this line a little bit. Then can use my ruler to take 5 millimeters. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so next thing I'm going to do is to join the last one. Join the last one with this end, that is with this point 0. So I join like this. Then I will take my set square like this, set it along this line, set it along this line, set it along this line, and support it with my ruler. Then I'll shift it to the next point. Shift to the next point. Then I will draw a line. So I'll shift to the next point. So I'll draw a line, and I'll shift it to the next point and draw a line. Alright, so after doing this, so I will also do the same thing on this side. So I'll take 5 millimeters. So from this point, this is 5, 5, 5, 5. So just 4 points on it. So after doing this, I will join this last one with point 0. So the last one I will join it with point 0. Then I will take my set square, set it along this line. So I set it along this line, support it to my ruler, and shift to the next point. Shift to the next point. So then I will draw a line. So I'll shift to the next point. So draw a line. I will shift it to the next point and draw a line. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is to number this. If this is 1, so this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. So this will also be, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this point is 4. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is that with my 30-degree set square, I'm going to produce each of these points into the vertical cylinder. Here is it. So I'm not going to pause this video so that you can see everything, how you have to go about it. So draw this. So draw this line. And you draw this line. Just take your time to do it. You don't have to be rushing. So then draw this. So draw this line. And the last one. Alright, so we have produced all the lines. So as we are told here that the distance from here to here is 35. So I just come here from this point and take a measurement of 35 millimeters. So with the 30-degree side of my set square and 60-degree side of my set square, so I will draw this line like this, and then I'm going to make this line and make it thick, make it a thick line. So I will also make this a thick line. Then distance from here to here will be a thick line. From here to here will be a thick line. Alright, so we'll come back to this. So the next thing that I'm going to do is that I'm going to transfer this line, this center line, I produce it down here. Alright, then I will extend this center line too. Extend this center line. Alright, so the next thing that I'm going to do is that with that 14 millimeters that I used to construct this, so I'm going to do the same thing down here. So put your compass here. This distance from here to here. This distance that I'm supposed to, that 14 millimeters. That's what I'm supposed to take. So I'll put it here. Then make an arc here. I'll make an arc here. I'll make an arc here. I'll make an arc here. Alright, so I will join this point together. So join this point together. So join this together. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is that I will also divide this into 4 equal parts as I did here. I will also divide it into 4 equal parts. What I just need to do is to produce a line to this side, then I will produce a line to this side. Then I will take 4 points on this line for 5 millimeters. I'll do the same thing here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'll join the last one. So this will be point 4 now. it will not be 0. So you have to alternate the numbering. So you join the last one with 0.4. Here is it. So here also I'll join the last one with 0.4. Then I need to make use of my set square. So set my set square along this line, support it with my ruler, then I will move it to the next point. Draw, move to the next point, I will draw. I move to the next point, then I will draw. So I will do the same thing here. So set it like this. So move to the next point, draw a line, move to the next point, draw a line. So move to the next point and I will draw a line. So as I said, we need to alternate the numbering. So this will now be 3. So this will be 3, this will be 2, this will be 1, and this will be 0. So here is 0, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. You have to alternate the numbering. So the next thing I'm going to do is that, so with my t-square, so I'm going to produce this line. So I produce this line. So it will stop on the square or the on the plan of the vertical cylinder. So produce this. Then you produce this point. So you also produce this point as a horizontal line. So you do the same thing here. So produce this. So produce this also. And then produce this. Alright, so having done that, so next thing that we are going to do is that just look at the way I'm going to do it. Each of this point, 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 and this point, we are going to produce them vertical to into the plan. So you draw this down. So you produce a vertical line from this. So from here also you produce a vertical line. From here you draw a vertical line. So here also you draw a vertical line. So here you draw a vertical line. So here also you draw a vertical line. So here you produce a vertical line. And here also we produce a vertical line. Alright, so having done this, so this is a center line, so you need to be very careful. This is a center line. So you have a point here, and then you come down on that same line, you have a point here. So you move to the next point, to the next line, put a dot here, put a dot here. So you move to the next one, so you put a dot here, and then you put a dot here. Move to the next one, put a dot here. Then you move to the next one here, put a dot here. From the center, you put a dot here. I believe you can see what I'm doing. So then you come in a bit. So here you come in. So here you come in. So here you come in. So here you come in here. Okay, this is the point. So you come in here, and then here you come in here. So all these points, you join them together with a straight line. So you join them together with a straight line like this. So this will be the plan for the penetrating cylinder. That is, for the penetrating prism. That is prism X or prism Q, not X, prism Q. Okay. So this is what we are going to see as the end of prism Q. When you are looking at it as it is inclined, this is what you will see. So the next thing is, so we are going to make this line, so you make it thick like this, and then so we make this thick. So we have completed the views. So the next thing that we are going to do is to produce the line of intersection. We are going to produce line of intersection here. So what you just need to do is that, so this point here and this point here, they are the same point. This point, they are the same point with this. So you can just take the upper ones. You can just draw from here, and then so you take this up, then take this up, and then you take this up. Alright, so let's look at what we have here. Now, if I follow this line, this is line 4. This center line is line 4. So horizontal, if I go up vertical to line 4, we have what? We have this point here for 4, as you see 4 here, and then for 4 here, we also have this point. Okay, the next is if I go for 3 like this, and I go up for 3, so this is line 3. So coming down like this, they intersect at this point, and then if I follow this 3 here, they intersect at this point. This is it. Then if I go for 2 down here like this, then I go up, then for 2 that comes down like this, so they intersect at this point, and for this 2 coming down like this, they intersect at this point. Then if I go for 1 down here, and I go up, so with 1 that comes like this, so they intersect at this point, and for this 1 here, so coming down like this, they intersect at this point. Then if I go for 0, so this is 0, if I go up like this, and with this here 0, they intersect at this point. So all these points, we are going to join them together with a straight line. It's going to form a straight line. So to go like this, and then also to form a straight line. This is what is going to form. So this is the line of interpenetration. This is the line of interpenetration. Alright, so having formed this, the next thing that we are going to do is to produce the development part Q. So this is part Q. So this is Q and this is P. So development part Q. So that's what we want to produce now. So we want to produce development of part Q. That's what we want to produce. So to do that, so what we need to do is that, first of all, we are going to draw each of these points. So we produce them down here like this. So we are going to produce this down. Then for this, produce this down. Then for this one, produce it down. Then for this, we produce this down. Alright, so and then the end here, so we are going to produce this down here. So having done this, so I still need to extend this. I pray that this paper will contain, or this space here will contain all that I need. Alright, so having done this, so the next thing that I'm going to do is that I will set a vertical line here. Set a vertical line here. Then I will take my compass, take this distance from here to here, which is 20. So I put it here, because by the time I open it, it has 4 sides. So those 4 sides are what we are going to produce here. So you make an arc here. So make an arc here. So make an arc here. Then you make an arc here. So it contains it. So this is it. So it contains here. You make an arc here. Then here we are going to draw horizontal lines at each point. So draw a horizontal line here. Then here you draw a horizontal line. Here also draw horizontal line. Alright, the next thing we are going to do here is that, so we follow this point. So we follow this point coming down here. So we have a point here. So we do the same thing on this side. So we have a point here. Then if you follow this point down like this, along this line, so we are going to have a point here. And then we also have a point here. So you follow this down like this. So we are going to have a point. Okay, so this last one is the one that we need. So we have a point here. So this last one. So what we are going to do is that we join them together in straight lines. So this is it. So you join this together with this. So join this together with this. Then so you join this together with this, and then this goes with this, and then we are going to make the end, we are going to make the sides. We are going to see this line will be drawn thick, so you have to make this line, so you draw it to make it thick. Then this line also, so make it a thick line. So this line, make it a thick line, and this line you make it a thick line. Then you make the distance from here to here, you make it a thick line. Alright, so this is the surface development of our part Q. So using XX as seen, this is where we have X, so this is where we have X here, and this is where we have X here. So we cut this and we spread it. So this is what we get. So this is the surface development of part Q as instructed in the question. So this is the solution to the whole of the problem. So what you just need is to practice. And don't forget what I said concerning the scale. So when you come across a question like this and you are given a scale, please make use of the scale. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, as I said initially, and then share this video with your friends who are technical drawing students, probably in your school or other school. And don't forget to like the channel, and don't forget to practice. It's very, very important to practice so that you can master it as I mastered it, and I believe that you can do it better than I do by you being dedicated to this subject. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. God bless you.